All right, welcome everybody to the BAM Trail. We're here today. We're going to weigh some fish. We're out here in Martinez Lake in beautiful Arizona. We got our first angler already standing up here right now. They're just itching to get these fish weighed. So welcome in right now. Here we are. It's a little windy out here. Had some damage go on, but that's okay. We're going to tough through this thing. We've been doing this for 3 events. There's always been a little something going on, but we got it figured out today, so we're going to get you guys out weighing some fish. Marty, welcome to the stage, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah.
How was it out there?
It was terrible.
It was terrible. That's what we like to hear, is good attitude still coming up here. He's got a smile on his face. He wants to weigh some fish. Let's drip those up. Look at that. He's trying. Well, hold on a second, because I can't give you the weight. I know. He's trying to get. Hey, look at that on the scale. Ready? Let's get these on there. Yeah, he wants the bucket up there. He wants the thing on this. We're going to weigh these fish out right now. You got 475. You're starting it off. It won't. I'm trying. There it goes. Oh, that print. Like I said, all these new things we're doing, we're trying out here. We've got a special new way we're doing this where, yes, you just saw us. We put them in some water, try it up there. You got 475 to start. Tomorrow you come back out here, add to that weight. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Marty. We appreciate it. This is the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail. Thank you for coming out. Yeah. All right, we're going to come in here. Next angler's going to be coming up here. Our next angler coming in here, you can see him coming across. He's going to be coming up here. Mr. Jake Arbuckle's coming up here on this stage. I'm going to weigh his fish. We're going to see what he does. We're out here. We're doing this new drive. We have to do a drive-through today. I know it's going to be a little tough, a little different, but we're going to try it out. Yeah, put them all up in here. All right, Mr. Arbuckle, you're going to have 5.66. There you go, right there, man. Do you have a? No, we're doing big fish today, right? Okay, you want to weigh anything? Nothing big?
Nothing worth weighing today. No, it was it's hard when you beat yourself, as tough as it was today. The wind really changed things on the lake, and you know, I did. I beat myself. Didn't get a lot of bites. Had some good bites. When you break them off, it's time to regroup and restart. I know some guys caught them today, so we'll get after it tomorrow.
All right, man. That's the attitude we want to hear right there. Coming up here, you're doing a great job. You're going to go back out there, do this thing tomorrow, and I'll tell you what, 5.55, good weight to start. All right, buddy.
Is that okay right there or no?
No.
All right.
It needs to, you need to be 5. All right, everybody out there, thanks for tuning in. Our next angler's a little bit more. Going up forward, there we go. We're trying this all out. Thank you for being patient out there as you're watching us up here. And we're going to have Mr. Earl Dalton coming up here in just a second. We've had some good weights coming in. There's a little low today, but I tell you what, these guys were out there and they've been competing hard in some extreme weather. It has been windy. It has been hot. It's been cold. It's been all over the place. We're just in that end of spring, moving on into summer kind of days. We're going to have these anglers. So let's bring him up right now. Mr. Earl Dalton the third. Come on up here, man. Let's put those fish right up in there. Weigh him up. Let's see what he goes. 1702. That's a great weight. That's your leader right now. Do you have a big fish you want to weigh in there? Okay, let's put him over here. Mark, you have to go this way. Have a couple fish. He wants to weigh a big fish. He's sitting with 1702, so you know he's got a couple fish in there. Hold a couple up for the cameras out there. Show the world what they want him to see. Right there, there's some Lake Martinez bass. That's how it's done, Mr. Earl Dalton Jr. third. Throw him in. It's what you want. It's what you want to weigh. Let me grab that. I gotta keep this moving for just a second. Throw that in there. Get him his bag weight. And his big fish is gonna go 374. 374 for your big fish. There's your overall weight. There's that. We took this one. You can have this one back. All right, man. And we will see you tomorrow out there. That's a great way to start this tournament. Good job. All right. I feel like every time we come out here, we go to the Bass Boat Technologies BAM Trail, there's always got to be some kind of little surprise, some little extra deal. Today we've been dealing with wind. We've been dealing with all the different weather things going on. We're in a whole different state out here, and we're still dealing with some of the regular problems that we have. But, hey, we're trying to make this the best trail on the circuit, and we're going to do that. You're going to be out here. You're going to be watching us. We got great support out here. We got Garmin Evian came all the way out here from L.A. They came down to check us out. They've been watching the wind blow everything around. We've been watching all these anglers go out. We got Power Pole. We've got Sticky Graphics helping us with all of our stuff out here, all our wrap boats, all of our shirts, and everything else are coming from the Valley Fashions Outdoors. We've got Bass Cat, of course, in the house. They brought out some boats. They got things out here. We got Bass Cat well represented. There are lots of new anglers. The way we're bringing this up, this is a drive-through today. We've never done one of these before. This is the first one we've done. So we've got our anglers coming in, be coming up on the stage. Our next angler coming up right now, he's going to be coming to the stage. Mr. Zach Richard is coming on up here. No, leave it. Go ahead and leave that clip on there. For all you out there watching for just a second, let's set that up. Go ahead and here. I take this. I set it up there. They come in with this. They come in with their clip on there. That clip we've weighted out. He's going to have good weight, 1171 for 4 fish. 1171. You want to weigh that big fish now? So we'll pull him out. Put all your other fish in there. Put your big fish back in here. I'll throw this bag on him. That clip weighs 0.001. So if you see a clip on there, we know what they weigh. I also have a clip that I put in there for him. He weighs it with the big fish on it. So when you guys out there watching, you see this thing come up here, that is a great fish. We're going to weigh him real quick. And this fish, we're going to let all you out there know right now, this is a 5.29. A 5.29. That is a Martinez bass. Hold that thing up for those cameras right there. Everybody out here watching in YouTube, everybody watching on TV, they want to see those fish. There they are. That's what you came to Martinez to get. Nice fish like that. Oh, I got you this one. Okay, here's your 5. I'm like, I don't lost it. All right, thanks. Just keep your back, head on out. All right, Zach, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming. All right. Our next angler is going to be coming up here. We're doing it. Like I said, thanks for your patience with working with us here. We got this new system going on. We're trying to get it all ironed out. We've got this way. Got a new drive-through weigh-in today because we're in Martinez, we're at Lake Martinez in Arizona. The way it has to work out here, we got to do this drive-in to keep all these fish alive. We do our conservation efforts out here. They're supplied and help with us with Fisherman's Warehouse. They normally have a live release boat, but on this body of water, we don't have any place to bring it. And to bring it all the way from California to Arizona would have been a little bit of a problem. So we actually have these guys with these wonderful live wells. They come in here, they keep these fish going, and we get these fish coming in and out really quick. We make sure everything is in great shape and they're kept well. New water buckets up here, everything else taken care of. And, okay, so come on up there, Mr. Conrad Demekus. All right, just set them up in here. No, don't set them in there. You guys are they're always trying to get these new, little more weight. Let's see right there, but he's got good weight. You didn't need no more weight. You had 1405 right there. Now, do you want to weigh a big fish? Sure. All right, let's take out your big fish that you want to weigh. We'll throw him up in there. Now take all your other fish and set them in the bucket. They can be in water. They can be wet. We'll throw that one right in there. We throw this down right here just to get him to settle up. Good fish right there, 407, 407. That's your big fish right there. Hold those things right there for the camera. They want to get a good picture of that one. There it is, everybody. That's right there. These Martinez bass are looking healthy. They are looking good. They're easy to catch, right?
Oh, super easy. I caught probably 14 or 15 keepers today and caught them all day long. So this place is fishing great.
All right, man. We will see you tomorrow. Oh, wait. Here's your text. Sorry. I was just holding it. All right. All right. Our next angler, we're coming all the way from California to fish these. There are so many of these anglers that have driven a long ways to get here. This man, no shortage. Let's bring him to the stage, everybody out there watching right now. Let's bring him up. Zach Thompson's coming up here. Zach, no, don't set him in there yet. Set him right up in here. We're going to weigh all your fish. I'm not giving you any bag weight. You're too good to do that. Ah, darn it. And I told him. Let's weigh these fish out. 22.24. Good weight right there. All right, now you take all your fish and put them in there. Oh, it fell right on that, luckily. Okay, bring your big fish out. Hold him up, show him out to the camera. Right there's what you're looking for when you come to Martinez. That's a big fish, and Zach Thompson has done it. He knows how to catch them. All right, right there. Oh, great fish. 6.18. That is your new big fish leader. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Make it print. No, I got to get it to print. Otherwise, there we go. Go ahead. Now you can. All right. It's up here. It just fell out. Don't worry about that. Yep, absolutely. All right, Zach. You come from the Delta. You know how to catch big fish. You just caught a big fish right there. You pretty happy about that?
Yeah, you know, today was a really great day. We don't get to practice. We just come up here blind. I haven't been here before a day in my life, and just ran around today, did what I like to do, fish shallow. This river fishes really shallow, and had a great time. Put my St. Croix rods to work, and those 7 GF reels, they're 120 bucks, but man, they fish like a $200 reel. Caught all those fish, reaction and punching, and I'm gonna go out and try to do it again tomorrow. I want to say hi to my wife, my son and daughter, my parents, everybody watching. Frank back at DCR Propeller. Say thanks to P-Line. P-Line did the job today.
All right, now, does this wind bother you? Being from the Delta, I know you fish in the wind. We've had 15 to 20 mile per hour winds out here with gusts up to 25 and 30. Has it been a big deal for you?
Well, you know what's really cool about this place is it lays out real sporadic, so you can get into some of these backwaters and you can get a little bit out of the wind but still have some wind blowing to keep things active in the areas. So I'm glad we don't have to make really long runs in a big river because I think it'd be a little dangerous, but out here it's not bad at all. So if it's windy tomorrow, let it be windy. If it's not, we'll see what happens.
All right, Zach, thanks for coming out today. We'll see you tomorrow. See you then, sir. Bill is Shin, right? Okay. All right, we're coming up right now. We're starting to get a little bit more of a roll going on here. And right now, speaking of a man who's on a roll, we got Bill O'Shin coming up. You see him right there on your stage. Here he's going to come up here. Bill, we're going to put those fish right up in here first. Do you have a big fish to weigh today? Okay, we're going to set those in there. How many you got in here? You got 5 fish? Well, you didn't need to weigh a big fish because you had 17.20. That is a heck of a weight out here right now, man. Good job. Congratulations on doing so well. How did it feel out there on the water for you today?
You know, it was awesome. This place is really cool. I love grass fishing, and this is the epitome of that. And, man, I tell you what, I hope we come back all the time.
Well, I guarantee you that you're coming back tomorrow, so let's have this one out here. Thanks for coming up today, Bill. We'll see you in the morning. All right, for all you guys out there that are watching, this is a 3-day tournament. These gentlemen are guaranteed to be here for 2 days. But that 3rd day, they got to work real hard to get, and they're working real hard right there. You can go out and you can watch them on some of our other channels. We have our YouTube channel and things like that. Thank you for tuning in. And right now, let's bring our next angler up here. You've seen him, and this is what he looks like right here. Mr. Luke Johns, come on up. Set those down right there. Let's give you 10.17 pounds. That's a good weight to start, man. How do you feel about coming all the way here from Folsom, California, and you're coming down here? How does it feel coming out onto Lake Martinez in Arizona?
You know, it feels great. I had a fun week so far. but you know, I'm a little disappointed with how today went. I had a lot of opportunities that I just fell short on, didn't put them in the boat, and I got no excuses for that other than I got to do better tomorrow. But this lake has a lot of potential, this river system. So I'm going to go out, run the boat around, and I'm going to find something tomorrow. I'm going to make my way back into that top 10. So no excuses.
Do you want to weigh a big fish?
No, sir.
Well, I want you to take 2 of those fish out there. I want you to hold them up for the cameras out there and all the people watching out there in YouTube world, because this is what you come here for. Right there, some Martinez bass. That's what they look like. That's what they're out there rooting for. All right, Luke. There you go. We will see you tomorrow, my friend. Thank you. Nick Cloutier. Why am I missing Nick? Oh, there. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching us out here. Thank you to the crowd out here for coming out and seeing us, checking us all out, seeing what we're all about, what we can bring out here to Lake Martinez. This is your body of water. This is your home water. You've seen what are out there. You know what's out there. Thanks for letting us come out here and play with your fish. Thank you for Mercury for coming on and helping us. Garmin, Toyota, Eternal Lithium Batteries. We can't do what we do if we don't have sponsors like this, and we have some of the best sponsors out here. We got Power Pole, Wood Brothers, Oakley, StoreQuest. Hey, you can see who supports us, so if you're out there and you're watching, support them, because they're the ones that supported us. We're ready? All right, let's bring up our next angler. He's another one coming all the way from California. He's coming from Southern California. Well, we're going to not say Southern, but we're going to say he's coming from the Bay Area kind of area. I'm guessing. Mr. Nick Cloutier, come on up here, man. Set him up in there. You got a big fish to weigh?
I have a big one.
All right. Well, you need 18.52 is what I'm going to give you right there. So, do you want to weigh a big fish? All right, we'll take 2 of these out real quick. Show them right there to the camera, because all these people that came out here and are sitting in these chairs, all the people watching out there on YouTube, they want to see and they want to know what Martinez bass look like. You guys got good fish here? All right. Well, Nick's going to show you what he's done. And he's going to put these back so you guys can try to catch them yourselves, but here they come. All right, Nick. Let's show them off. There they are. That's right. Let's get that thing going. That's what they're supposed to look like out here. That's 18.52 worth of bass. Well, it's 2 of them of the 5. All right, Nick, here's your weight. We'll see you tomorrow, my friend. You got anything to say?
No, just excited to get back out there. It's the first time I've been to this part of the Colorado River, and it's pretty cool. You know, I went to some pretty cool places. Took my boat places I don't think it's ever even been close to. Real narrow. Ran into a couple bushes. It's pretty fun.
All right, man. Well, to go have some more fun tomorrow, bring back some more fish, and we'll see what those go. Maybe you can make that day 3.
That's what we're shooting for.
All right. Are you guys ready for our next one? Are you all ready for our next angler to come up here? Well, right now, we've got a bunch of good anglers out here. These are what the West basically has to offer as far as the best tournament anglers going right now. There's a few missing. There's a few that couldn't make it to this event that I'm sure they wish they were sitting here. And if you're sitting at home right now and you're watching this going, I think I can beat these guys, I'll tell you what, then bring it on out and try, because every one of these top anglers is ready to see you out here too and ready to do this thing. So let's go ahead and let's bring our next angler on up. John, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's bring it on up here. Let's bring him up. Everybody out watching, everybody out there watching. Mr. John Dunn is going to be coming up on the stage. He's got a nice bag of fish here. He's ready. He just went out to Martinez, caught a bunch of fish today. He's ready to do this thing again. Here he comes. Mr. John Dunn making his way on up here. Set him up in here. You got a big fish to weigh, right? Okay, let's weigh this. We're going to weigh them all right now. Good weight at 16.62. That's a great weight out here. Good way to start it on this lake. Pull out your big fish and put all the rest of the fish in there. You just leave it on. Leave that clip right on there. I just explained how we do this. Hold a couple of them for that camera guy right there. He's always waving at me. I want pictures. I want pictures. And these people over here that came to this lake to watch you, they want to see their fish. They want to see what their lake has to offer. Well, that's what Martinez has to offer. Don't do that. Don't do that. I want this in there. Do the bag thing. We'll put him in a minute. Nope. Put that one up on here. Let's going to weigh him. We're going to weigh him up. We're going to see where this big fish goes. That is a great big fish. At 5.64, that is a good fish right there. All right, man, you did a great job out there. Let's take this one. Let's get him back in the water too now. There is a tub up here with water. Oh, you guys, this is our new way of doing this. We've got it going right here. John, how did you have fun out there today? How was the wind and how did this hit for you?
I had a blast, and the wind played to my strengths today. It kind of helped set up my fish. Unfortunately, I was only able to weigh in 4. I lost more than I landed, but they showed me where they live, so I'm going to go get them tomorrow.
You had over 18 pounds for 4 fish. You had 1 big fish in there. Tomorrow, you're allowed to catch 5. You think you can do that, and how is it making you feel seeing that the wind's going to lie down a little bit? How many times have you been here?
Once.
This is your first time?
First tournament here. We came down for practice in January.
You just said you like to see grass. You like to see that wind blowing a little bit. Tomorrow, it's supposed to die down a little bit more, but that grass is staying. This water's staying, and those fish are going to be out there chewing. You already got a smile. I think you're ready, right?
I'm ready. I came ready.
All these people down here that came out from Lake Martinez, they want to see you come back up here tomorrow, and they want to see you, and all these people out here that are watching, they want to see what you guys can do out here. I got faith in you guys. You're going to do it. All right, we'll see you out there tomorrow. All right, this is it. You're good. All your fish are gone. We got you taken care of, bud. All right, let me re-swipe this to get this thing going. We've got some guys doing, we have one of your local stations out here, I believe it's channel 11, channel 13, one of them. Sorry if I got it wrong, but he's out here right now. He's doing interviews with some of these top anglers right now. If you're standing out there and you're watching us out there, come be a part of this. Come qualify and be a part of the tour. We've got all these great sponsors. There's contingency programs from so many of them out there. Garmin's got contingency programs. The Bass Boat Technology, our title sponsor, even Tackle Warehouse, they've got some really good contingents. There's a lot of money to be made out here. If you think you're better and you think you're better than what we have to offer right now, come out here, be a part of the BAM Tour, and see if you can take on some of these anglers. Because let me say right now, these guys, these are the top anglers we got in the West Coast. But if you think I'm wrong, if you think I've got what it takes to come out here and do this, get off the couch. Get in your boat. Go catch some fish and show them up here. Bring them up here, stand next to me, because I'll be glad to weigh your fish too. I'll tell you what, we got some interviews getting wrapped up there. Hey, right there, see, I got a guy right here patting himself on the back saying, hey, I'm going to be the next one up there. I'm going to be the next one to come on the stage. Come on up the stage. Let's see what you got. Come on. This kid right here, he's from Lake Martinez. What's your name? Braden what?
Braden Belcher.
Pull this down, stand this up, come over on camera right here. He's telling everybody out there he's going to be the next one up here. He's got this man in his sights right now. He's got Max Hernandez. Max, this guy says he's got you, man. He says he can take you, and he's ready to do it.
I can.
All right, man, that's it. He made it up on stage. You can too. Come, all you got to do is try. Thanks for coming up, brother. All right, guys. We got our next angler coming up here. The next guy that went out there and took on Lake Martinez. And here he comes, Mr. Max Hernandez right here. Set all your fish up in there, and let's get these things weighed in. He's got a great weight, 13.88, 13.88. You got a big fish to weigh, right? You got to tell me if you want to weigh a big fish. Put all your fish in there. Just set all the bag in there. Take out your big fish. Let's set him up in here. Let's weigh him. Yeah, that's your big fish. Show him off right there. All those people out there, they want to see what these fish are. That's a Martinez bass. Set him up in there. You guys want to know what he weighs? You want to hear it? 4.67. That's what he weighs. Great big fish right there, Max. Set him back in there in the water. He'll take the bag and take care of that stuff. All right, Max, give me 1 second. It was windy. It was hot. It was cold. It was everything under there. There was grass. There was tide. There was, everything but a tide, I guess, is where that's out there, right? This body of water has been fishing decent. Some people say good. What did you think today? How was it for you?
Well, my weight didn't show what I had on today. I farmed probably an 8-pounder fourth cast this morning, another 9, about 10 casts after that, and I lost probably 4 or 5 that were in the 4 to 6 pound range. So I had a really good chance of having a really good bag today, but it just didn't work out. And I had quite a few hours left, and I was like, well, and then the wind picked up and my bite died, and that's the name of the game.
You know, Max is one of those guys. He wanted to take it easy on the competition, is what you said earlier. He said, you know what, that's an 8-pounder, I'm going to let him go. That's a 9-pounder, I'm going to let him go. Tomorrow he's going to come back out, he's going to bring an 8 and he's going to bring a 9-pounder in here, right?
Yep.
All right. Max, thanks for coming up, man. We will see you out here tomorrow. There she is, driving that truck right in there. You can see all these wrap boats. You can see all these people that sponsor us. All these anglers have to have these wrap boats. Every one of these guys has got to show off their sponsors. They got to show us that they are professional anglers. They have to show us and teach us. What you guys need to do is go out and support their anglers. These anglers come in with these sponsors. These sponsors need your help. They want you to show up. They want you to come buy their product, use their services. They support the industry that you're sitting out there watching right now, and you're watching because you love it out here. These guys, they love doing this. This guy comes a long ways. He comes from Lake Almanor, one of our next stops. He's coming on up to the stage. Let's bring him up, Mr. Mark Pilgrim, right now. Come on up here, Mark. Set all your fish in there. Let's get these things weighed. Nope, leave the tag on. We weigh that tag. I've explained it. We've got it. There it is right there. Good weight. 16.29. 16.2. Wait. Yep, that's a 9. Okay, here you go. There's this one. You got a big fish in there. I saw the tag. Let's pull all your fish up and put them in there. You grab your big fish, set him, take him up. Show that camera out there. Show the world out there. Show all the people in attendance right now. Show this young guy right here what he's got to do to step up and get on this stage. Show him off, Mark. There it is. Set that big fish in there. You guys want to know what this big fish weighs? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's a 5.43 pound big fish. Good fish. I have heard, here, let's put that big fish back in the bag real quick, and I'm going to talk to you a minute, Mark. You come a long ways. You come from, show that off one more time. Look at that, 5.43. That's what they're supposed to look like right there. Now, here's the best part. He just said, under his breath, standing over here, I left some of them out there for tomorrow. I didn't get all the big ones. I had bigger ones. But, you know, Mark, being another nice guy just like Max there, said, no, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave some for tomorrow. You're going to come back. You got to catch all those ones you left out there. Mark drives a long ways. He came from Lake Almanor, which is in Northern California, above Chico and that area. You fish a lake up there that we've been to, and it has some monsters in it. So you know how to catch big fish. When you got down here, how was this to do? Did you see the big fish that you want to catch here?
I saw some giants today. I dumped a couple big ones. I saw a fish today that was probably the biggest one I've ever seen. It was pushing probably the 14-pound range. Giant. I mean, this place has giant fish in it. So Max and I were actually fishing in the same area, and it's loaded. The wind kind of hurt me a little bit today. I like that calm, kind of bluebird conditions, and if it calms down, I'm going to whack them tomorrow.
Well, I've heard that the wind's supposed to die down a little bit. It has to. It's so bad today, we couldn't even put our boards up, right? So I do want you to look right over there, because all those people right there are from Lake Martinez. They're from Arizona, and they're saying, you're welcome for letting us catch our fish. So they want you back tomorrow. They're all happy you're out here right now. They're all happy you guys came down here. Thanks for being the pros you are. We'll see you tomorrow, my friend. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, watching us out there. For Toyota, thanks you. Top This Graphic thanks you. Dish Network thanks you. They are our sponsors. They're sponsoring a sport that you love. They love that you guys came out here and are watching this thing. All these great anglers, they all have sponsors. I watched this guy fish today. They're getting ready to come up here. And Martinez, I'll tell you what, this lake, even though it's been windy today, we got out on the boat today, got to see some of this beautiful, beautiful lake. Got to see some of the beautiful country around it. If you're from Arizona, this is a great place to be from, honestly. This place was gorgeous out there. It is one of the best places we've seen. And right now, we're going to bring up another one of the top anglers, one of the pro anglers that made their way to the bass stage. He's out here on the BAM Trail. He's making his way. Mr. Jason Hickey's coming on up here. Jason, look, let me take that one out. Set those fish in there. Weigh all these fish up. You have a big fish to weigh today?
No, not really.
Well, you've got, how many fish you got in there?
5.
You got 5 fish, and they go for 13.90. Good weight to start. Now, you want to weigh a big fish or no?
Sure.
All right, let's take a big fish out of here. I want you to take just 2 anyways, no matter what, the big fish and another fish. I want you to hold him up, and I want all these people out here to look around and see what Lake Martinez has to offer. Jason fished hard out there today. These guys all fished hard. Show them off right there. There they are. There's some nice bass from Lake Martinez. That kid right there, he didn't even look impressed right there. He knows you missed some good ones. Right? All day. Okay, so put your biggest one up here. Let's weigh him in. All right. That's a big fish right there. And he's going to go 4.20. 4.20. That's a quality big fish out here. But I've heard there's some giants out there. So, Jason, how are you going to get out there tomorrow? Wind's going to die down a little bit. How are you going to get out tomorrow and catch those?
You know, I tried so many different things today. I've obviously never been here, and really didn't do any research. And so I felt a little bit limited with the wind, and I didn't look around very far. And so I feel like at this point I just got to keep searching around and hopefully catch numbers. Make it to Sunday.
I'll tell you what. You got a great start to make it to Sunday. Tomorrow, you got to go out there. You got to catch a few more fish. You got 5 more to get. Add to that weight. What does it mean to make day 3? Championship Sunday.
Well, especially since it's the very first one, you know, it'd be a pretty big deal to be part of the very first championship Sunday. And so right now, that's what I'm thinking about.
Keep thinking, and let's hope you make it. We will see you tomorrow, Jason. See you out there on the water. Thanks. Guys, thank you for coming in. You got everything. You can go right there, get back in your boat. Mark, don't run him over. Let him back in his boat. We're coming on through. You watching all these boats come through. You're watching all these trucks come through. These guys are all out here. They came to Arizona. They're buying gas from you. They're paying for rooms. They're paying for gas. They're paying for tackle. They're all out here doing this thing right now. They've got great anglers. They've got great sponsors. These sponsors have been doing a lot. They're supporting this sport, so please support them out there. Please support some of our many sponsors that we have. Valley Fashion, Plumas County, all these great. Look behind me, you can see all the great sponsors that we have. We have sponsors that show up out here. We've got Garmin out there. They came down here just to see this stuff. In fact, a little later on, I'm gonna make our Garmin sponsor come up on this stage. I'm gonna get her to talk about it. Are you ready to come up? You got another angler ready for me? Let me see here. We got Cameron Carver coming up. Let's see what he's got for fish. Cameron, set those up in there. You got 5? I got 5. He's got 5 fish, and he's got a great weight. He's got 18.61. He just dropped a bag on the scale, everybody. All right, take those off of there. You're going to weigh that big fish that's in there, right?
I'd like to.
Let's weigh that big fish. He is in second place right now. Hold that up for the cameras. Oh, look at that one right there. That is the fish we're looking for out here. Put him in there. Because I'm guessing every time I ask them, they always want to know what this fish weigh. They always want to know what these big fish weigh. You people out there watching, you want to know what the big fish weighs. These people want to know what the big fish weighs. And this gentleman right here wants to know that he has a 6.58 fish. That is a great big fish out of Martinez. Is this the biggest one you saw today, or is this the biggest one you caught today?
Both.
How was it out there? How was it out there for you?
You know, I got off to a slow start. It took me a little bit to get into them, and when I finally started figuring them out, I dumped a 5-pounder, and it really hurt. So I'm really happy to have what I had because the things didn't go very well.
Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, you're sitting in second place. You got 18.81. That's nothing to sneeze at. You've got a lot of good fish right here. You got this one big fish. We're going to set him back in here real quick. Get him back in the water. You had 5 fish. Tomorrow's a whole nother day, and I know that you've got the water right now, right? You feel like you got this tomorrow? You can make the top 10?
You know, I sure hope so. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I saw enough of them today where I think I can get them tomorrow. We'll see.
These guys have all come out. You're all watching this, being a part of the BAM Trail. How does it feel to be a part of this new organization, and have we done it pretty well so far for you?
You know, I tell you what, I'm pretty impressed. I've been doing this for a long time, and it was exciting for me to get involved with something that was new and a new approach, and it's very well executed. I'm having myself a good old time.
I'll tell you what, if we didn't have so much wind today, we'd have had it even a little bit better, but hey, we're doing everything we can because we want you guys out here. We appreciate that the top pros on the West Coast are here on our stage. We want you guys out. We'll see you tomorrow. Cameron, thanks for coming out, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow. Huh? He's leading Big Fish? Hey, Cameron, one more thing. The voices behind me just told me to look at this thing. It's a little smaller, but I do want you to know that 6.58 that he just weighed in, that makes him the new Big Fish leader for right now. Thanks. I can't see the screen so well. Now I know where it's at. That's all I know. It's just tiny. All right, guys. As these people are coming around, this guy brought his entire house with him. He's got lots of stuff going on here. This is how you've got this thing. If you can see it home, if you can't see it home, there is a big Ram truck. Says Washington on the plates. We got a big old angler coming up here. His name is Jake Boomer, and he's coming up here to show you what he did to this lake today. Set him right in there. You got a big fish to weigh? Okay, he's got 5 fish? He's got 5. His 5 are going to go 14.51. That's a great way to start it up here. I'll tell you what. Now, Jake, I'm looking at your plates, man. You come from Washington. You drove all the way down here to Arizona to come to this Lake Martinez. How do you feel? What are you thinking about this body of water right now?
I really like it. I think this is a great fishery for 30 guys to duke it out. Whatever the way this format works, you can go catch a 6-pounder or you can go catch 20, and this is a good fishery for this type of deal where you can be rewarded on both ends. Hopefully, I had 11 keepers today. Hopefully, I can either catch a couple good ones, which is what I needed today, or catch more keepers. One of the two. I don't feel like I'm out of it, but I feel like I'm like middle of the pack. But this is a cool place because if you want to, you don't have to see anybody. You just run across. There were a couple times today that I thought I might not be in the right area. Like, there's not a boat around. I don't think I'm wondering if I can get out of here. You know, that kind of stuff. Cool lake.
You know, he just brought up something. If you're watching at home, if you don't understand the way this is working, or if any out here don't understand the way this works, he just talked about keeper and he's talking about weight. Normal tournaments, you see us come up here, we weigh 5 fish, you know what the weight is. But he also caught, what'd you say, 11 keepers, right? He had 11 keepers today. Those keepers all get counted. You can watch on Tourney X. Every day they're inputting those on there. How do you feel about this dual weight kind of thing? Because you can make it from keepers, you can make it from weight. Which one are you shooting for right now?
I'm shooting for whatever gets me in the top 10. If I catch a big one, I'm going to go flip all day. If I start catching little ones, I'm going to keep catching them. But I caught one today where I've been fishing 5 fish my whole career. I caught it, I looked at it, and I almost chucked it. I don't need that. I got 5, and I'm like, whoa, that's a keeper. I got to measure it. And it was exactly 14, and it was my 11th keeper. So you got to change the way you think a little bit, but I like it.
All right, my friend. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it. Did I give you your tag?
You got it.
Cool. All right, Mr. Jake Boomer came up on here, and he brought his entire house. You'll see it come across the whole screen right now. I'll tell you what. There it is. Look at that thing, right? These anglers are dedicated to this sport. It is hard work for them to be out here. It costs them money to drive down here. They've spent a lot in gas. They spent a lot in tackle. They spent a lot in fishing license. They spend a lot in everything out there, and they do it in your community. When we come to your community, know that we're bringing some dollars. Know that these anglers are coming to try your lake out. You're good. And right now we've got another angler coming. And this angler, I watched him fish a little bit today. He was working hard. They all are out there working hard. Your lake may be a great lake. They still making these people work. These anglers, top anglers in the country out here is what I'm saying. Not just the West, but these are some of the best in the world. Jason Austin's going to come up here. He's going to show you what he can do. Set him up in there. You got a big fish to weigh? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to weigh all your fish first, and we got a good weight. You got 5? You want to know the weight? 17.44. That is a great weight. Now, we're going to pull all these out of here. We're going to set them in here. We're going to take your big fish out of there and grab one other one with it. And I want you to take that thing and I want you to show it to those cameras out there. I want you to show it to all the people watching out there on YouTube. I want everybody on there to get wild and crazy for these big old Martinez fish. Look at those right there. That's what they're supposed to look like. All right, man. Now set that big fish in here and let's get the weight. These people always want to know the weight of this fish. He wants to know. Well, let's let him know because it's 6.82. That is a good fish right there. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Mr. Cameron just got knocked off and you just took over the top spot for the big fish. You did with that 6.82. Great job, my friend. How was this out here? Wind was high. The wind was high. The sun was hot. Then it was cold. Then it was hot again. How was this working out for you, Jason?
It was pretty tough this morning. You know, I had one fish until 10:30, and then I waited till the sun got high, put a big stick in my hand, and I went fishing. I just fought the wind and just grinded.
Tomorrow you're going to be back out here. You got all this to deal with. The wind's going to die a little bit from what I understand. It's not going to be quite as bad. Still going to be there, but not quite as bad. Which one are you looking for? Little more wind, little less wind? Does it matter to you?
Less wind. I'd like it for it to be dead calm tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to play into my hands better than today did, for sure. Hopefully, you know, I mean, I had a big fish, so my quality of fish isn't, you know, like some of these dudes, you know, they got 3 and 4 pounders. I've got one big one and, you know, a couple 3s and, you know, smaller 2s. So hopefully tomorrow I can get better quality fish and add a big one.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've told every one of these guys out here, all these people out there watching, you come out here and you put in a lot of work. This is not an easy sport to do. This is tough. You guys are putting in long days out here on the water. How does this make you feel to have this event coming out here, coming to these great lakes like Martinez? Are you proud to be up here on these stages?
Oh, I'm very proud to be up here on this stage, and to come here, I would never be to Lake Martinez if it wasn't for BAM. So, you know, and this is an amazing fishery. I feel sorry for the locals, kind of going to put it on the map right now. And I would say if you're coming to Lake Martinez, come a month earlier than we're here.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming up. All right, guys. Thank you for giving us support to these anglers out here. Like I said, they're working hard. They're coming to your towns. You want them to come to your towns, get a hold of us. You want to come show off some body of water that you got that you think has got some big fish in it, and you want to show the world what they're missing by not coming to your area, give old Mark Lassane a call and tell him that you want us to be there. Show us how much you want us, and we'll bring our anglers. Because these anglers right now, like I said, this next gentleman coming up has proved all over the country that this man is one of the top anglers. He has proven time and time again on the West Coast that he is a major force to be reckoned with. He is not somebody that you want to just put a rod in his hand, go out there and try to compete against. Some of the young guns out there looking up, well, keep looking up because this is one of the champions that we've had already this year. Mr. Greg Gutierrez is coming up here. Greg, set those fish right up in here. All right, Greg, let's see. And he does it again. He drops a hammer at 17.51. Oh, there it is. You got a big fish you want away? All right, set all your fish in there. We'll put that big fish. Grab him and one other one, would you? I know Greg, Greg's done this a long time. He knows what I kind of expect. He wants to see it. He wants to show you guys what he thinks of your lake. Well, he thinks a lot, because look at those fish right there. That is what he thinks of Lake Martinez. Let's weigh that big fish, and that big fish is going to go 5.02. Not going to quite tip the scales at the top, but it is a good fish. Let's get it to, hold on, let me get it to the print. There we go. All right. Now, Greg, tell me a little bit about, you're one of those guys. When we did an interview on the Band Pod, if you haven't listened to the Band Pod, listen to the Band Pod, because this guy did a heck of an interview. You talked about you like it when it's tough out there. I do. This lake has proven to be a tough lake. It's got high winds right now. Clear water. It's got some of the, I know, right? I keep eating bugs up here. It has got some tough stuff out here, but you always seem to excel, and you just proved it again. Here's this one. So tell us a little bit about what you think about this lake.
Hey, this lake is awesome. I've never been here. Just ran around. I hit several ponds, and man, I just wrecked them all day long. We got tons of catches on the on camera. It is just a fun lake. I've got like 17, 18 fish. I don't know, something like that. It was a heck of a day.
Now tomorrow, how is it playing out for you right now? Because it's supposed to actually get a little nicer. The wind's supposed to die down. Some things are going to go away, but the water's still going to be good. The fish should still be in their current stage. How are you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm okay with it. I've got probably about 4 different patterns I ran. I had opportunity to run several different things today. I've got one primary pattern, but I can duplicate just about anywhere with other baits. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. We'll just see what happens. Sometimes stuff happens, but that's how it is.
Now, you've been a champion before. You've been a BAM champion on the Pro-Am side. Yeah. What would it mean to you to take home a Pro Tour championship?
You know what? I won the inaugural BAM tournament. I've won the inaugural Apex tournament. How cool would it be to win the inaugural BAM Pro Tour? Just joking. I would love to win this tournament. I'm just got to build more space for my trophies.
I know you're a good carpenter because you've got shelves stacked and stacked and stacked full of trophies. But I'm telling you what, it would be my honor to hand that trophy over to you, to watch that happen. But all these other anglers out here, 27 other guys, 28 other guys, they're all looking at you right now going, well, you better watch your back, champ, because I'm bringing it, and they're going to bring it to you, Greg. We'll see you tomorrow, man. Thanks. That is one thing you don't get to do out here is rest on your laurels. You can be a champion, but all these other guys, they want to be champions too. Some of them already are. And here he comes right now. He didn't bring his whole house, but, he brought a truck and a boat down, and he came all the way down from Shasta, California. And our next angler coming up here, I'll tell you what. They're coming on up here. This next angler, he's proven he can bring the fish. He's proven he can bring the hammer, and he can lay it down. And I'm telling you right now, we watched him fish out there a little bit today. He's got a pretty decent sack out there. So if you guys are ready and you guys want to see what he's coming to bring, let's bring him up. Hayden Lee coming on up here. Hayden, set those fish down in there. Let's weigh these fish up. Oh, my goodness. 17.73. Great weight to start. Hold on one second. Let's get this thing to print. The wind's kind of messing with us a little bit today. Hayden, here's those fish. You got a big fish to weigh? Well, let's get you to set them down there real quick. Let's have you reach in and grab a couple of them out. You guys want to see some of his fish? You guys came out here to see what they got here at Lake Martinez. You guys say you're proud of your lake. You say you're proud to be here and watch them. Well, let me show you what he just thought about your lake. That's what he thought right there. He thought, thank you for having a great fishery. All right, Hayden. With all the obstacles out there today, how many times have you been to this lake?
Never.
Would you be willing to come back right now?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, Hayden. Everything going on out there. Tomorrow's another day. We're expecting 28 other anglers to come up here with some weight. How are you feeling about it right now, and what do you think you can do tomorrow?
I feel good. I got a couple patterns, and we'll see. I got like 13 or 14 fish today, so do it again tomorrow, I guess. Save some stuff.
Don't guess. Just get up in the morning, get your buns down here, catch a bunch of fish, come back on this stage, and let's see if we can't put a chance of, oh, you made the top 10 on that list right there. How would that make you feel to make the top 10? I know that's your goal, and I know it's all these guys' goal out here, but how does it make you feel coming out here, inaugural tournament, coming up here for the BAM Trail and making top 10?
Yeah, it feels good. I want to make top 10 in this format. If you make the top 10, that's all that matters, because third day it goes to nothing. So that'd be nice.
Now, you've got 5 fish for the, 17-plus pounds. Is it keepers over catches today, or are you just going for weight?
I think I'm sitting probably in the top 5 for both. So whatever one wants to do it.
All right, man. We'll take these fish tomorrow. We will see you back up here on the stage. Thank you very much. All right, big round of applause right there. Thank you very much for that. If you're out there watching us right now, we really appreciate you coming up here. We appreciate you tuning in. We got lots more anglers to go. We've got a lot more fish coming from Lake Martinez. We're out here in Arizona. I'll tell you what, I left, it was snowing at my house, and I'm down here right now, and it's like almost 90 degrees when we came out here. It's a little warm. It's nice. But it is definitely well worth it to come down to see this fishery. I've seen some clear water. I have seen some great lakes. I have seen beautiful, beautiful scenery out here. This is a great place to come on in. We'll get our next angler coming on up in just a couple seconds. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching some of our Fisherman's Warehouse, Washing Dish Nest work, supporting these guys out here, watching these boats go. If you see these guys in these wrap boats and they've got their sponsors and you've got the chance and you got the opportunity to go out there and you can support some of their beautiful sponsors, please do that. Basscat is out here. They're supporting us with 2 boats to give away at the championship. We've got all kinds of different ones out here. Tackle Warehouse is giving us gift cards for these guys. Contingency programs are well in place. We've got StoreQuest. We've got Basscat. We've got Ford Fairlane. Every one of these great sponsors that has come out here, Garmin's come out. We've got all kinds of sponsors out here, and it takes that kind of tradition to pull forward just about 5 more feet, if you would, sir. Otherwise, we got a big motor blocking us, but I'll tell you what, our next angler coming up here has done this many times. He loves fishing. He just told me on the water today that he loves fishing. And he's willing to come on up on the stage and show us the kind of fish he can catch. Mr. Colby Peterson, bring it on up here. Nope, don't set him in there. Don't get more weight. Look at that. He's always trying to get all kinds of weight. Set him up in there. That's how much he loves competition right there. Colby, you've got a great bag right there. You're going to be set for tomorrow. 18.22. That's a great weight to start with, my friend. You got a big fish to weigh?
No single big fish. Just told a lot. Got a pretty good bag.
Well, hold on a sec. Let's have you held 2 of those fish. Just grab 2 of those fish. There's a camera guy over there that always wants me to make sure that these fish get showed off. Lake Martinez, thanks for coming out and supporting us. Thanks for letting us come out and play with these fish. And Mr. Colby Pearson right here, he's going to show them off. There's a couple really nice fish from this lake. All right. Now, Colby, I watched you out there fishing. You were having a good time out there. You were catching some decent fish. This is a different fishery than probably most people see. How do you feel about this waterway?
It's so funny because I'm 1,100 miles from home, and this place is different from so many places we fish, but it reminds me so much of some of the sloughs on the Columbia River, a lot of the delta fishing I've done. Most of the area I fish, it just reminded me of like Big Break. So I just fished a bunch of isolated tule patches today. It was a blast, super fun. I caught 16 scoreable fish today. So what a fishery you guys have down here in Yuma, Arizona.
All right, Colby, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming out. Take those right on down the stage. Okay. Let's bring them on up here. Like I said, we've got guys coming from all over the country. We've got guys coming from all over the place, mostly California, Washington, Oregon. There have been people coming from everywhere. And right now, we've got a gentleman that most everyone out here knows. You know him on the TV screen out there. You know who he is because he's fished all over this country and proven the kind of angler that he has been. And he came down here to Lake Martinez. And he said he's going to bring the hammer when he comes down here. And he is absolutely ready to show off some of these fish. All right. Just a couple more seconds, we'll be bringing him up on the stage. You can see him right there coming on the screen. There he is. Here he comes. He's Mr. Ish Monroe. Ish, set your fish up in there. Let's weigh him out. You got a big fish to weigh? Okay. So we got, oh, great weight, 18.39. 18.39. Now, Ish, you've been out here for a day now. As the first time you ever been here?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Phenomenal lake.
You ready to do this tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Mark wants us to keep this thing going. And Ish, tomorrow, I'm going to have you up here and have you break down a little bit more about it. But we hope we see you on day 3 as well. Thanks for coming out, Rice.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We're going to keep it going a little bit. Bring up our next anglers. He's coming through right now. Like I said, these guys are coming from all over the place. That gentleman that was just up on the stage, Mr. Ish Monroe, he's been all over the country. You know who he is. He's been all over the world. He's doing this thing. And this angler right now, Mr. Nick Wood, I watched him this morning. I talked to him a little bit on the water. He said he was out here having a bunch of fun. He said this is the kind of place that he's going to come out here. He loves to fish. He loves it when it's a little bit tougher out there. He loves when he can just go out, catch a bunch of good fish. So let's bring him to the stage right now, Mr. Nick Wood. Nick, thanks for coming up, man. Set your fish up in there. Do you have a big fish to weigh? Nope. All right, we're going to weigh these fish out at 12.09, 12.09. Great weight, way to start the day. You've got this all going on. Tomorrow, you've got some weight. How do you feel about it tomorrow?
I'm not feeling that good. It's been a little bit of a struggle for me, but I got a little bit of something figured out later this afternoon, so I'll go out and see if I can get something figured out.
Well, I'll tell you what. This guy wrecks his home water all the time. We have to call his name out all the time. And don't you like that?
Oh, absolutely. It's a lot. It's challenging when you come to these other bodies of water. I enjoy the challenge, but today I just couldn't quite put it together. So I'll regroup and see what I can do tomorrow. And I appreciate everybody coming out, and I love the lake. It's a lot of fun to fish. It's just my style's a little different. I'm more comfortable doing other stuff.
All right, Nick. Well, thanks for coming up. I'll give you these fish real quick. Thanks for. Oh, you know what? He wants to take a picture real quick. So I'll tell you what. Hold up a couple fish. I was just about ready to get yelled at. Look at that right there. There you go. Some Martinez bass right there. Good job, Nick. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming out. All right, our next angler coming in. He's coming from the Sacramento area. Going into Sacramento. We got all the, like I said, we got all this new stuff going on. We're trying to figure this all out and get it right. Now, yeah, I know who's coming up. No, I know who's coming up. I see everything coming up. I'm just waiting for him to come on up here. This angler's coming, like I said, he's coming out of the Sacramento area. He does a lot of fishing, and most everybody that's in California knows him. Arizona, I want to introduce you right now to one of our top anglers. It is Mr. Billy Hines coming to the stage. Billy, come on up here. And let's set your fish up on this thing and see what you got. You got a big fish to weigh?
I do.
Okay, so we're going to weigh all your fish first. That's the way we do it. And it's a good thing because we got 18.41. That's a good weight right now. I think that's going to put you somewhere right around 4th place. Here's 1841. Let's put these down here now. We'll take your big fish out and grab one other one with it. Billy, that does put you in 4th place currently. All right, so he's going to show off what he thinks about this Lake Martinez fish. This fishery right here has been pretty good, and he wants to show off some of these fish. Those are good ones right there. So pick that thing up and show those off right there. That's what they're supposed to look like. Bring him over. Come over here 1 more second. Show them off right there. There we go. 18.41. Let's lay that big fish in there. All these people out here always tell me they want to know what that big fish weighs. All the people out there want to know what that big fish weighs. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that big fish is the new big fish at a 9.54 big fish. Lake Martinez, you're showing off right now. Bailey, show that fish off one more time to all these people out here. That is what it's supposed to look like. Don't worry about that tag. It don't weigh enough to make a difference, and if it does, we're still giving other people the chance. All right, Billy, give me a quick rundown. Tomorrow you're coming back out here. Give me a quick rundown about what you think about Lake Martinez and how this place is fishing.
It was actually a grind today for me. I caught that fish in some trees, and it had me tied up three different directions, and I was lucky enough to get it in. I caught, I don't know, 7, 8 fish today. It was really a grind, but I kind of figured something out by the end of the day. So hopefully tomorrow, with the weather change and things like that, it'll still work out for me. So,
all right, Billy, we'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you can bring out another one just like that. Because I'll tell you what, these 27 other anglers, or 28 other anglers out here right now, they're not going to let you get away with just dropping that on the scales and walking out with some money.
No, it's headhunting out here. These guys are the best of the best, and my hat's off to all of them. They're awesome anglers. So,
you've been fishing against some of the top pros of the country for your entire career now. How does this feel when you've got the cream of the crop behind you? These are some of the best anglers, not only on the West Coast. These are some of the best anglers in the country. How does that make you feel to be on this stage right now, on this BAM trail at a Lake Martinez in Arizona, fighting against some of the best guys out here?
That's what it is. Back east, it's the same thing. All the anglers are really, really good, but I love just staying home on the West, representing the West Coast. BAM's doing a phenomenal job. We've got a really good thing going on here. Hopefully next year we can get a few more anglers, get it up to 50, and be able to put a show on for everybody.
All right, Billy, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming out. All right, guys, you've seen what can happen out here. You've seen what this lake can offer. You've seen what these fish can do. This fishery can do. You've seen what these fishermen can do for sure. Our next angler is one of the top anglers in the West. And if you're in the West, you know this name. And a lot of people fear this name when they hear him on there. And he's going to be coming up here right now. He's going to show what he can do out here at Lake Martinez in Arizona. Because this next angler is Mr. Ken Maw. Ken Maw, come on up here, man. Nope, set him up in here. You got a big fish to weigh?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we're going to weigh these 5 fish, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
He's got 5 fish, and his 5 fish go 15.65. 15.65. Now, that's a good weight. Now, tell me a little bit about how you feel about fishing this body of water right now.
This is a great body of water. I've been so excited to come here. It looks like the Delta and Clear Lake combined. So the people down here in this region, if you have not gone out to this body of water, you have to fish. There's some sandbars and stuff, but once you get in the backwaters, I mean, you can really get lost here. So I'm real happy BAM came here. The people have been great, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I hope the wind lays down a little bit, but hey, it is what it is.
All right, Ken, I'll tell you what. These guys right here, there's a guy in a green shirt right here. There's a guy right over here. There's a guy up there with a camera. They want you to hold up a couple of these Lake Martinez fish and show them off because the fans out here, they want to see their fish. They said, hey, you came to our body of water, you caught our fish, well, you better show us what you got. Well, this is the guy to do it right here. Mr. Ken Maw has taken home some big trophies. He wants to take home another big trophy, and he's going to show off how excited he is about fishing this lake right there with those big Lake Martinez fish. All righty, Ken. Thank you for coming up. We will see you tomorrow. They'll meet you on the other side there. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching us out here. Thank you for supporting these anglers. Thank you for bringing up the channel. Thank you for all that you do to support the BAM Trail. We are here to give you the best show we can give you. We want you to be entertained. We want you to know that what we're bringing out here is some of the best anglers in the country. And if you're sitting at home and you think you can beat these guys, you say, hey, Ed, I know there's another angler. I know there's another great angler. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're sitting at home and you're watching these great anglers, and you think you can take them on, please, by all means, step up to the plate and bring it. Call Mr. Mark Lezane and say, I want to be on that tour. Tell me how to get on that tour and show what you've got against some of these great anglers. Because I'll tell you what, I will say it again, these are not just the best in the West. These are the best in the country. There are so many of these anglers that have been across the country, and they prefer to be right here doing what they're doing on the West Coast. Let's bring up our next angler right now. You ready to go? He says he's ready to go. We watched this guy fish. Come on up. Bring those fish on up, Jason. Now, Jason Bradshaw was looking tough out there today. He was looking like he had an attitude going. He wanted some big fish. And he's going to bring some fish to the scale and show off what he's got. Jason Bradshaw, put him up in here. Jason, you have, a great start to this tournament at 12.71. If it will print, there we go. Now, I watched you out there in the water fishing, and you look like you were like, hey, man, I know what I'm seeing. I know what I can catch. How you feeling about this right now?
Man, I didn't know how to feel. This morning, I didn't know where to start. We've never been here, never practiced. I was a mess. Once I caught my first fish, my second fish, I kind of started settling down, and I knew it was a numbers deal. I wasn't around big fish. I was around numbers, so I think I caught 13, 14 fish. I know it's not a great weight, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow, just trying to build and continue going here.
All right. Now, we saw you out there fishing. Tomorrow's a whole nother day. You just said you think you got something figured out. Do you feel like you can make the top 10?
I do.
That was the only question. He can make the top 10. Mark Lesane's out here saying, he thinks you can make the top 10. We would like to see you make the top 10. What would it mean to make it on the inaugural tour right now? The BAM Trail inaugural. This is our first one. And not our last one, but it's our first one. How would it feel to make it to that top 10?
It's going to be awesome. I'm going to do everything I can to get there. There's no doubt about it. You guys at home that are watching this, you guys need to fish the Pro-Ams so you can get in this event. This is the most exciting tournament format that I've ever fished. I'm on pins and needles all day. The Tourney X and all of that, I know some people have service and some don't, but man, this is exciting. I can't even describe it. It's unlike any other circuit that I've ever fished.
Well, that's what we want to hear right there. Thank you for coming up here. We'll see you tomorrow, Jason. We appreciate your support. We appreciate what everybody out here is doing. Thank you for tuning in out there, supporting us. Please support some of our great sponsors back here. You see them behind me. I can name them all day. We got our Dish. We got Mercury. We got Top This. We got Lake Almanor that we'll be at our next Pro Tour. We've got some of these great, like even Oakley, California. When we go to the Delta, we'll be down at Oakley, California. And we got another, but right now we've got another angling coming up here. They told me, don't just point at me because my name is William Ponting. So come on up here and weigh some fish, man. Put those things up in there. Do you have a big fish you want to weigh today? He's going to weigh a big fish right now. Mr. Ponting, you're going to weigh that big fish. It's a 2.26. But that's also your limit today. Hey, don't get your head down because I'll tell you what. I just talked to some guys who saw 10-pounders. They saw 14-pounders. They saw big fish out there. Did you see anything today that you're going, you know what, tomorrow I got this thing. I think I can come back and be in this top 10?
No.
Thank you for that. How was it out there just fishing anyways?
I had 9 fish that came off. My day was so bad, I set the hook, a fish lands on my deck and goes back into the water. That's how bad my day was.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know the kind of angler you are. Even if you have a bad turn, even if you don't make the top 10 at this one, I know at the next event you're going to be out there and you're going to be fighting really hard to get back up on that top 10 at the next event. But I'll tell you what, there's still tomorrow. And I know the kind of angler that you are, and I know that you can do this.
10-pounder, I'll go catch it.
You catch that 10-pounder. Put 4 others with him, and I'll see you back up here. Alrighty. Deal? All right, there's Mr. William Ponting right there. All right. We're back up here. We got another angler just about ready to come out. He's getting his fish out of there. He's coming up here. This is another angler that came a long way. He came from another California town. Another milestone making the drive. Let's bring him on up here. Mr. Bo Jodry. Come on up here, Bo. I'll tell you what, set him up in here. You got a big fish to weigh today?
I got one.
Okay, so we're going to weigh all your fish first. We weigh all your fish. It's a good weight right there. Keep you right in contention. 14.97. 14.97. Let's take all these fish. We'll set them down there. Keeping these fish in water, keeping them healthy. He's going to show that big fish off to the world out there watching. He's going to show this thing off to the cameras out right here. And there is his big fish right there. That is a nice Martinez fish. Set him up in there. Let's wait. You wanted to weigh him, you said. All right, let's weigh him. That fish is going to go 4.41. That's a good fish. Not going to take over the lead, but I'll tell you what, you're not far from it. Bo, how did you feel about being out there today?
You know, it was slow. I fished really slow. I tried to cover as much water as I could, throw a bunch of different stuff. It wasn't lights out for me. I kind of just one here, one there, and just kind of put it together a little bit. Had a lot of fun, caught 12 fish, and that's about it.
Now, tomorrow the wind's supposed to die down a little bit. It's supposed to be a little bit better day for that. Does that play into your strengths, or does that blow you out of the water?
It might. I saw some big ones today. I left them alone, so we'll see what happens. If the wind dies down, I should be able to catch them.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Bo. I will be happy to weigh those fish tomorrow, so I'll see you up here on the stage. Thank you for coming out, man. Either way. All right, guys, thanks for coming out here and supporting us today. Thank you for showing up. They got a bunch of the razors, and they got their 4 side-by-sides, all this stuff out here. They brought their dogs. They brought their families. They brought their friends. They came out to support us out here at Lake Martinez in Arizona. And I'll tell you what, thank you for tuning in out there and supporting us. We've got plenty of guys going through. Go ahead and pull forward just a little bit more. All right, right now, look at that sheet. They even showed up from everywhere. All the locals are coming out to see what this lake has to offer. And our next angler coming up here, I got to watch this guy fish a little bit today, so I'm telling you what, I know he's got some fish in his bag. I know we're not going to be looking at a 0. Now all we got to know is whether or not we're going to be looking at a hero, a guy that's going to be fishing for the top 10. All these guys are out here working hard. They want to make that top 10. They want to take home that great big trophy. But this gentleman right here, Mr. Carl Okerman's coming up here. Let's put all your fish right up in here. You got a big fish to weigh today? No, sir. All right, well, you got 5 fish? Yep. His 5 fish right now, we're going to go 14.83. That is definitely going to keep you up there in contention to make the top 10. How did it feel out there today? I watched you fish today. You looked like you were doing pretty good.
Yeah, the bite got a lot better once the sun popped up. I think I ended up with a 22 keepers, so it was a pretty good day.
Now this is one of the interesting things. You have 22 keepers. You've got the weight that you did, the weight you just pulled up. Which one do you feel like is the one that you're going to go after? Because you're going to have this basically 2 tournaments in one here. This is one of the new formats that we're trying out. It's been working. Everybody seems to really love it. All the anglers have been aggressive. Which one are you going to focus on the most tomorrow?
Well, I don't have much experience out here. Today was actually the first day I've ever been on the body of water, so I'm just going fishing. Whatever I catch, the more numbers, the better, and we're just going to run with that.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll wait right here. You come back tomorrow, and we'll see what you can bring us. All right, Carl. Thank you for coming up, man. Appreciate it. This is our last guy. All right. For all you watching right now, this will be our last angler. But don't let him sleep on it. This guy is a heck of a fisherman. He comes from California. I see him out on my local lake all the time. Mr. Jim Rutzo's coming up here. Jim, set those fish up there. We watched you fish a little bit today, and you got, how many fish you got in there?
Only 3.
He's got 3 fish today. But those 3 fish go 5.55. Now, you got to have a little bit of work to do tomorrow. And if I can get All right. I'll tell you what. You got 5.55. That's not the, it's not like you came out and blanked. You came out and you worked hard. I watched you almost to the day. You worked hard to be out there fishing. What do you feel about tomorrow? 5.55. You got to make the top 10.
I got no excuses. I worked hard today. It just didn't happen. We'll go out and work harder tomorrow. Got to make it happen. That's it.
Right here on your shirt it says Charter Bay Protective Services. Greater Bay Protective Services. You're out there. You know how to work hard. I know you know how to work hard. It's going to be a grind tomorrow. Yeah, it is. You up for it?
Oh, absolutely. Always.
This is fishing, right?
Yes, sir.
This is really hard fishing. You know why it's so hard? Because you got 28 of the greatest anglers on the West Coast out there. How does it feel to be the 29th great angler out here?
It feels great. All these guys are they're studs, man, and you just got to go out there and compete and, try not to worry about them and, just put in the work. Obviously, we didn't get any practice out here. At least I didn't prior to the cutoff, and it's a whole new lake for me. So I'm just trying to figure it out. And today I went exploring a little bit, and we'll try some different water tomorrow and see how it goes.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know the kind of fisherman you are. I know you can come out here and make that top 10. What would it mean to you to make that top 10? Come back from that, make that top 10, and take home that great big trophy.
It would be great. Got a lot of work to do though. So, it's all about getting those fish in the boat. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
All right, Jim. Thank you for coming up. We will see you tomorrow, guaranteed. All right. That was our last angler for the day right there. We're going to round this up and tell you a little bit about some of the guys that came out here. I've got top 10 sitting in front of me right now. In first place, let's let him wait for just a minute to hear his name. But we're going to give you number 10. Number 10 is Bill O'Shin. Bill O'Shin has got 1720. He's sitting in the top 10 right now. 9, Jason Austin. And he's got 1744. Number 8 is Greg Gutierrez. That's a heck of an A to C down there. 17.51. Hayden Lee at 17.73. Colby Pearson, 18.22. Ish Monroe at 18.39. Billy Hines at 18.41. Nick Cloutier at 18.52. Cameron Carver, 18.61. And rounding out our top 10. Coming into tomorrow, this guy's leading it. Coming from California Delta, we got Mr. Zach Thompson leading us all out at 22-24. I'll tell you what, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being up here. Tomorrow, we're going to have a little cut day going on. So if you're tuning in right now and you can see this, thanks for tuning in. But come back tomorrow because we're going to cut it down to 10, and then it's going to be Championship Sunday. And Championship Sunday, these guys get to take home a great big trophy. One of them does. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Competitive anglers powered by Mercury Pro XS Outboards have won more bass fishing tournaments than all other brands combined. With lightning quick acceleration, legendary reliability, and lightweight design, Pro XS has everything you need to travel farther, faster, and harder.
Spencer Lazar here to explain why you need Eternal Lithium batteries in your boat. The cost of our batteries over their life is a fraction of dead acids or AGMs, providing 5 times the power at a third of the weight. We use a high-quality Bluetooth BMS and grade A cells, giving us the confidence to offer a 12-year industry-leading warranty. Eternal Lithium provides peace of mind that you've got reliable, reserve power to keep you safe and give you a chance to win. Contact us now for a free power consultation.
She grew up fast. Will she remember these times and continue the tradition? You better believe it. Tell a new fish story with Garmin.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
It's the moment when everything is on the line, and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water.